Hi everyone, welcome to BumblebeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to my Design Team Tuesday project. Working with Rach and Bella's kits again this week, but this time round I'm going to be using the Forest Threads kit. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous kit. I printed these on lovely photo quality paper because I'm going to do some stitching like I did when she did the, which kit was it? One of the kits that she done up in the summertime, sort of spring, summertime. She did one that had lots of embroidery to it, and I did some sewing onto the paper. And this is just screaming out for some stitching, hand stitching on those. So I'm going to be doing a little project with these ones. But today, from that kit, I want to play with the background pages. You get a couple of collage sheets. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And then you get, like you did in the Woodland Wanderings, you've got some lovely background kits. And as I'm going to be making a journal from both kits, I want to make a page in each of my journals, and I'm calling these my pocketed flip-flap pages. If you've been on my channel for a while and you've seen my journal makes, you know that I do like to add to a page flip outs. Normally it's just one, it flips out this way, or it'll flip up and flip down. That's one page. Then I like to add pages that have got pockets in them, like this has got a lovely big pocket there. Sometimes I'll put 2 or 3 pages together, fold them so you get some skinny pages. Other times it's just 2 sheets and you get pockets, and they're all at the top. I've done them before here on my channel, and I got the idea from Angela Kerr during the garden story. She did a lovely project on folding the papers and making some lovely pockets and journal pages. So I've kind of combined my 2 ideas to create this one here. Now this has been done out of the Woodland papers, ready to go in that journal, but I just thought, so it's fully decorated and everything, but I thought I'd show you how I actually made this one, because it's slightly different. So if I just take you through on this one here, I've put a lovely pocket on the front here, so you've got just some little journaling cards in there. It's still got the lovely big pocket on the page here, and that's just one of my tags in there. Decorated the pages up, obviously ready to go in the journal. So I've got a pocket on here, and then on this page the pocket, because I wanted to put the flip flap on here as well, which is what we've got here. This little altered paper clip just holds these down. So you've got my normal flap out there that I would normally have on a page. I've just created a lovely little pocket here, but this one flips out here as well, so it's a flip flap one. You've got a double flap out, and I've put a belly band on this page, but you've got some writing here. So the pocket can't be at the top, the pocket is on the side here. So I wanted to show you how I've created this, and we're going to do the same with the forest threads. So let's just clip this back on here, like so. But I'm really pleased with how this one has turned out. I've got some glossy accents on here. If you've followed my last few design team projects that I've been doing, you'll know I've been using the glossy accents, and I'm making this one quite grungy. Then this one from the Forest Threads isn't going to be quite as grungy, so it's probably going to be a bit neater, but it'll be good to show you how I do the base. So the first things first is I need to decide on 2 digital backgrounds that I want to use. Oh, there is a third collage sheet. Okay, what ones are we thinking? Is there another one there? I thought there was a third one there. I think I'm going to go with these 2. So we'll pop the rest up there for now. Okay. So first things first is I want to take the white edge. Am I going to go that way or that way? No, this way. I'm going to take the white edge off of this one here. I leave my white edges on most of the time on these until I've finished. It's just so that I can even it up nicely. So we'll just snip that off there. And then that, to start with, is going to be glued down onto here. So I'm just going to use my crafting PVA glue. If I can get the nozzle off. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. And I'm just going to put a bead of glue along here. And a bead of glue along this side. And we'll join them together. Do it like this so that I can see. Try not to get my head in. There we go. So we now have a nice long piece. So when you're making this, I'm going to be making the pocket page, the pocketed page first, creating that before we then add our flaps on to it, rather than doing my flip flap pages first. Okay, just giving that a moment to dry. So how I had this was just into two, because it's going into a normal size journal. The join, this join, is nicely hidden behind this pocket here. So I mean, you don't have to. I've done them in previous journals where I've just put a lovely little bit of lace down the edge of the page, or they've joined quite nicely and you don't need anything on there. But I'm going to fold this now along this here, just give myself a bit of a lip from that join. Make sure we've got this all straight. I think that is fairly straight. We can, that's why I leave the lines on top and bottom, so that we can trim it down to the length equal. Okay, so I think we're going to be having oh, have I got it upside down? No, I have got it upside down, haven't I? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is going to fold and this is going to be the page like this. Sorry, I was just getting my bearings with it. Okay, so this is our front. So what, in order to be able to have the flip flaps on here, I thought it would be best to have a side pocket. So we've got the opening here, because then I can easily attach the flaps to this inside bit of the pocket. So first thing I'm going to do is, let me just, sorry, recheck on this. It's been a couple of days since I've done this. Yeah, we'll take that edge off there. Did we take it off completely off? Yeah, we did. Okay, so let's do that. Take the white edge off of this end. Like so. And then what I want to do is fold this over so that you have a bit of a lip like that, just a little bit. That's all it needs. See if I'm getting that straight. There we go. Now this bit can be glued down because that is the edge of the page here, and that's what I've done. I've just glued it down there. So let's grab the glue page. I'm just using my stick glue for this. There we go. Okay, so now I want to fold it in half so that I know just roughly where my center line is. There we go. That's how the page is going to fold in half. So it's going to be a single page, but we're going to have lots of little elements on here. Okay, so yeah, let's take off, now that we've done that, just burnishing it all down, I'm going to trim off the top and bottom now, I think. That should be, yeah, that's fine. So we'll take them off. So what we want to do first is we're going to have a little notch out of here, but I just want to mark where my center is on here. So it's there. Okay. Grab my circle one, and I've got a bit of card because it won't cut the paper, just a thin sheet on its own, this one. So I'm just going to put my piece of card under it. There we go. Let's grab a bit of card. Oh, I've put it on the wrong one, haven't I? Oh, I bet you were telling me that's the one that's going to be that pocket. Damn. Don't want that pocket like that. I'm just now thinking I'm going to start again. I will do something with that to fix that because I'm not wasting that. But that's not how I wanted it. No, I did it on the wrong one. I should have filmed the video straight after I'd finished making that one, but unfortunately I've been quite busy over this weekend, so I haven't got to get it done, unfortunately. Okay, let's just look. We'll go with those two. Okay, we'll try this again. So don't do what I did and punch the circle out of the top one. Okay. We're going to join you two together. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. don't want to do that. I want to just fold ever so slightly there. That's what I want to do. Make sure we're level. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be that page. We will cut the white off of this. And then we want to just fold this over to create a bit of a lip. There we go. I think that'll work. So that's kind of where we were at once, isn't it? Let's glue this down. And then we will cut the notch out of the right pocket this time around. I even marked it as well. Gosh, what am I like? Okay, so that's going to be like so. So we want to fold our page up. Get a good burnish down. And then trim up the ends, the white. There we go. So it's this side that we're marking, and we're going there. Okay, so grab my bit of card back. Just to help cut through. And we're going the right pocket this time round, and we're just going to do a notch there. Right side done. Right. So let me carry on from where we were. So there we have our little notch out of our pocket. So in order to create this, all we need to do is put a bead of glue along this bottom join here, and then this particular pocket will be done on this side. I usually put a good amount on here, because if you've got stuff going in and out of it, the last thing you want is to it to come open. Okay, so our front cover page, or the first page, which we can decorate up like I did with this one, I put a pocket on here. We could do something else. We could do a diagonal pocket, anything on there. This one forms our lovely pocket here, which we've done. Now this one, I need to work on the flip flap next before we seal our pocket up to create it as a side pocket. So this is where I want to use some of these lovely collage ones that you get in the forest thread kit. Let's see how we have this. Take my paper clip off. Okay, so if I fold that in half, when you open this way, you're going to see the bird. I think I might do this one because the bird is at the top. Okay, So I'm just going to fold this page in half. No, it can't go in half because the half is here. Sorry, I'm just thinking because I basically folded this page in half before I glued it all together. I put this inside here to create the flap. So I'm just looking at my orientation to see how I want, because then that would work as a little pocket on there, wouldn't it? And what you would get that side, you could lose a little bit of that tucked under, and on that side there you would have the butterflies, which I think a nice little belly band in the middle would be nice that way. Yeah, okay, that's how we're going to do this one. This one's going to go on here, and I think the colours and everything go so lovely together. So let's just line it up and fold the page in half. Okay, so I want to take off all the white, and what I'm actually going to do, because obviously this, once I take off the white, is going to be the same height, I'm actually going to come down and take a little bit more, because I don't want to, I want it to sit just inside. So you've got a lip here and a lip here, and you can, because I like to just see what you've got behind it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take that off there. Let's take, it's going to chop into the butterfly anyway, isn't it? Let's take a little bit off there. Do this edge while we're here. Again, I need to take a bit off of this. Okay. So yeah, as I thought, I need to trim it down a little bit more. Now, I have a lip of this page. It's tucked over here. That helps to reinforce that pocket as well, especially seeing as you've got this attached to it. Okay. So that's going to be fine down there. So we don't need to chop anything off the width of it, but I do need to chop down a little bit more off the top. Okay. Let's see if we can go to the butterfly wings. How does that look? It's going to be like that. I do think I want a little bit more off. I'm going to take a bit more off the bottom. Actually, I could do a little bit more off the top, I think. That's better. You've got more of a border around it. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to keep those because I've got a little project making some little greetings cards that I use all these little strips with. Corey Darmond is the first person that I see to do that. Okay, so this is going to be the base flip. We need a flip that's going to go on top of here that will flip out now. And what do we want to use? We've got a bird there. I'm just wondering which are the butterflies. I think this one. So to make it easy, I'm just going to take off the white for this one. So I was just looking and thinking and deciding what I'd like to use. This cutter has been so much easier to use than my other one, my little Fiskars one. I'd have had to buy new blades by now for it, and yeah. Right, let's measure. I kind of want Do I want the little bird? I'm just wondering if I come down to about here. I might do that, and then you're gonna, it'll cover it up anyway, won't it? Okay, fair enough. We'll do about there, shall we? Okay. And I need to do how far out I want this to come. So you're going to go roughly around there. I'm going to say we're going to go with that line, give myself a little bit to tuck in. So we want to go about there actually. Okay. And where was the line? There. So that is going to sit on there with this little bit will fold over and tuck in. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. Okay, that's my scrap. So first things first, I want to back this with some plain paper because I want to create a bit of a writing spot. So I'm just going to use this lovely cream, it's just cream copier paper, because I'm getting very low on my coffee dye paper, and at the moment I can't get to the dining room table. I've got all my scan and cut stuff all over it, so I can't get there to do any coffee dyeing. And I've had this cream copier paper for years, and it's like, right, use it up. Use it up. Okay. I'm not bothered about getting it right to the edge. I'll trim it all down in them afterwards. Okay. That's on there nicely. So I do want to go round and give things a little bit of an ink before we start gluing things down. So let's ink up our page. I'm not going quite as grungy as the Woodland Wanderings one, because I used walnut stain for that, whereas this time I'm just using vintage photo. There we go. So that's that. I'm going to do the centre crease as well. It just helps me to see how far out I'm going to be putting this. Let's do this end. So that's that page all done. We will ink this. I do like having interactive pages in my journal. On my personal journals, I like a lot of blank pages for writing. My writing tends to be quite big, so when I'm writing in a journal, it's yeah, one page is not enough for just a few little ramblings for the day kind of thing. So they often feel quite plain and quite blank, so I like to have a lot of flippy floppy pages, pockets and things where I can tuck in just a sheet of paper that I write on kind of thing. So that's my thought behind wanting to create lots of flippy flappy pocketed page ideas. Okay, so we will finish the inking top and bottom on this page once it's done, and we can do that one afterwards. That's all we need, isn't it? Okay, so let's ink around this. bit of that is going to be folded in anyway, so let's then do this side. Okay, so that's that bit ready. So this should now be ready to cut out. Okay, there. How are we doing on time? Oh, half an hour. I was hoping to do a bit of the decorating. Probably would have been less time if I hadn't made my mistake. Okay. Now I'm just going to round the corners on this one. I just think, as I'm not done, this one I tore it and made it really, really grungy around the edges, but this one I want it a little neater. So I'm just going to use that to round the corners. Okay, so let's score it next. Just grab my scoreboard. And I think I've still got, yeah, I've still got the line here. We'll go there, look, I'll do. Just rub that out. There we go. Oops. So we're just creating the flap that's going to tuck inside. There we go. So that will go onto there, and then we can glue all that whole page down, and that's going to flip out and the whole thing flips up. Okay, let's give this a little ink. And just do this crease. There we go. So let's move that out of the way. We want to glue this together now. So we'll put the glue on our little flap. And then we just need to decide roughly in the middle. Does that look in the middle? Yeah. That's where that's going to go. And now I'm going to glue this page together. I'm just going to use the glue stick because it's a smaller page, so that's fine. And then smooth it all out. That is now ready to tuck in. That's going to go there. We'll put score down there. I just need to do a little bit of trimming up. I wasn't quite straight on my lines here. There we go. Just a little bit on there. Perfect. Let's just re-ink that edge. So, where do we roughly want to score it? I think I'm going to use that little black line there. And we'll score it. It's about 12. There we go. Yeah, it has got to fold out that way. So I finished the inking along this edge. And I'm just going to fold that and do a bit of inking on here. There we go. So now this needs to fold in to this page here, which would create our flip flap, which would normally be on the edge of a page. And then we can glue down and we've got our pocket. So this is probably quite a long-winded way for me to show you how to do this, but yeah, we got there in the end. As I said, this is only the second one of these that I've actually kind of made, and sometimes it can be a bit challenging with which way things have to go. My brain doesn't want to work sometimes. Okay. So I kind of want to go centre with that, like so. That all down nicely. Okay, so now we just want to put glue top and bottom. Now we don't quite go to the top, do we? So I'm just going to do that. There we go. Make sure our page is straight. We've got a little bit of a lip coming off that bottom bit, but that's fine. You get a little bit of a movement. I'll just trim that. But that is giving us a lovely page of flippy flappy pocketed. We've got our pocket here and we've got our pocket here. So let me just trim off a tiny little bit there. There we go. And it is only a tiny bit. That's me being a perfectionist. Okay, let's finish the inking. Okay, and then it was this side that never got inked at all by the looks. There we go. There. So that is our flip flap pocketed page. So let's see, let's just grab like a journal page. So that would tuck into there like that. So you've got your page here, which on this one I did put a pocket down here, but you can do anything obviously to decorate it up. That flips open. We've got a lovely pocket here. We move to the back page and we have a lovely flip out, extra writing space there. I would want to put pockets and things like that on. And then we've got the pocket here, a nice big pocket for you to slide and put things in, which is the reason why I made the paper clips, so that these, I just kind of slipped it in under here. Oh, if I can get it in on this one, like so, and that just held our lovely flip flap down. But yeah, so there we go. I don't think, yeah, we're up to 42, so I'll do like belly bands and pockets and other decorating off camera, but you get the idea of how I've made. I've taken what I would normally have done 2 pockets like this, that's 1 page, or I'll put 3 pages together, fold it, and they're all top opening pockets. So I've combined my flip flap pages with my pocketed pages, and this is what we get. So I hope it's something different for you guys to just have a go and try. It is relatively easy to do. I probably just made it more complicated than needed. Apologies for that. And this one that I did wrong, I'm going to figure out something with that as to what I'm going to do. Definitely not going to waste that wood. I'll do something with that. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this and give it a go. Happy crafting, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.